Okay, Brenda, we're going to do a quick course. I have set up Friday the 13th just so you know what to look for. Right now, both levers on both platters are pointing at an angle, which means they're activated. Your W is all done and it's ready for you to go. All you got to do here is press start tomorrow. I've left the other one open for you to try, but I just want to make sure you get everything right so you don't hit any snags. Okay, we're inside the platter right now, and this is the brain. This was the loose end of the film. The sound side is up. It goes into the little arm, in between the two little things on the end, and it goes to the center spool. Now, it's got to go around the center spool this way. And then it comes to the angle spool right here. The angle spool is on a little bit of a tilt. The thread goes around here in between these two, around the spool and in between these two, and then it starts to come back up towards the cinema. Now, it'll be sort of at an angle, and it goes up. Just remember, this is the sound side, and the sound side is facing the pole. Now, it goes back down here, and that's number one. You already know it goes underneath number one and goes straight up. That's where it hits number two. Now, just remember, the sound side is right here. It's facing the wall. It goes up, around, back down underneath here, and then it goes back up over top and starts heading towards the projector. Just remember, the sound side is pointing towards the wall. From the opposite side, it'll come through the top spool up here. Now, as it comes down the top spool towards the projector, just remember, the sound is facing that way. When it gets to the projector, it should be facing you. This is the sound side right here. You come down on this spool, and you come into the machine. Now, just follow it with me. It goes around this one. This is already closed. You see how it comes open and closed like you normally do? There's your film right there. It should be right sort of in the middle of the two areas. It should be right in the middle of the space. Remember, when this thing is open, it's open all the way, just hit it in the middle. It should snap shut. If you hit it hard enough and it snaps shut and you hear that click, it means the film is flush right against there. You come down, and it's already on the little spool already, but I'm just showing you where it is. And it comes down in there, and this should be, the film should be right in the middle of these two spaces right here. There's the film right there. It comes in onto this pin right here. Just remember, just keep following it. So down here, through here, up and around this one, and then you go straight down to the sound. And the sound you already know goes in and around here. Now you just follow it down here. See how it comes in? It's already level on the sound side, and it's already on the spokes, so we shut this. Remember, your film comes down, around, and down here. Now we're on to the sound part. And you already know this. You've done it 3 times before. It comes to this side, and then up and around this one before it goes down here. Now, everything inside the machine has the sound pointing towards you. When you get here, notice it changes direction. This is the sound side facing the wall. It should go into the spool, and it should head back towards the reels, back towards number 5. Remember, as you go along, your tape should be parallel facing the floor. when you get to number 5, remember, your sound side is on this side. And same when it comes through the bottom spool, it comes up here. This is your sound side. This is the side without sound over here. It goes up through and around your W. Make sure you get the pin from down here, pull it out, lift the thing up, and push the pin in right there. From there, you go up and around, and you notice the sound is still pointing towards the outside. This is where it changes direction. When you get to number 6, the sound should be over here, facing the pole again. Now, because you're threading to the top platter, the very top one, you have to go around both of these at the top. If it was anyone but the top platter, you would only go around the first one and then go down to wherever the platter spool was. This is a platter spool. It's usually parallel right with the platter. So in this case, because it's on the top, you go straight around the top, both of them. You come down, and this is your film onto your wheel already. Now, because the sound is still on the pole side, it's still facing the pole, still facing the post, it'll angle up as it goes onto the metal ring. Sound side is up. The non side is on top of the platter. This is the sound side facing up. And you just want to make sure that this thing is moving nice and freely. It's already activated. It's at an angle. And you want to make sure that when you move it, your spools are moving freely with it. This one is all set up for you. There's absolutely nothing you need to do except turn all the switches on and press start. So when you get up here, back here, this is your first switch. This is sound. This is off. You want to turn it on. Press it down towards the floor to turn it on. That's your work light. It's on right now. You can turn it on or off if you need it. This is your projector. Now, facing to the left is off. Facing to the right is on. The fans will come on when you press it on. These are your 2 switches on the projector base. This one has to be up for the projector to run. It'll start the fan, and you'll hear everything power up. This is the dimmer switch. This is off. Right, this is on. To the left is off. When you turn it on, you'll have your light switches. After you start the movie, these will turn on the opposites of where they are now. You have to manually shut them down. You already knew that. So as long as you got everything just as you see it here, you can do it on the other projector. If you hit any snags, you can phone me.